Okay, let's create a surface from scratch, which we will then use as our use case. So therefore I go to spline curve and snap to grid so I can create a symmetrical surface. So I start, let's say here, second click, third click, press enter. So that's my first spline curve. I mirror it to the other side along the x-axis and go to control point mode. Disable snap to grid, and let's drag these points in the middle up along the z-axis, something like this. And in control point mode, select both control points and loft them with G2 continuity so we can play with these middle control points without destroying the tangency. So they are all green and all connected nicely. So let's mirror it to the other side along the y-axis, pressing Alt X. And see, yeah, they are all connected nicely. So not connected, but they are overlapping perfectly. And let's take these control points in the middle and bring them down. So drag them down like so. And the last move is creating a line starting from the middle of this curve, ending here. So this will be the guiding curve for our loft, which we will do now. So in edge mode, select these three curves, loft, then shift select these. Sorry, these are the guiding curves. Okay, now we are left with such a sheet, and somehow you say, no, this, I don't like this curvature here. I want to have a smoother continuity here. So therefore I have to cut this part. So how can we go about it? First of all, find a nice angle from which you can create a tangent circle. Let's say this view is okay. Plane from camera. So create a plane from camera by saving it here. So first click plane from camera, then save the construction plane. The second move is taking these two curves which we have used for creating the sheet. And if you, let's say in real world situation, if you have deleted these curves, you can always recreate them from the edges of the sheet and isolate them, Shift H. And now we are left with such a situation. We don't need to stay in this custom plane view forever because we have saved it. And now I want to create a tangent circle connecting these two curves, and therefore I need to flatten these two curves. But I cannot flatten them from our default views, so that's why I've created the custom plane. So if I press, let's say, SX0, it is flattening along an axis which is not desirable. So let's go back to our custom plane, and this is a little bit tricky to show. I want to flatten these two curves. If I press S and Z, in this case it's the Z axis from this custom plane view. So S, Z, 0. Now I have flattened them. Now I can create my tangent circle. This guy, I can use this tangent circle for creating a smoother connection. So let's start creating the tangent circle, clicking on first edge, then the second edge. I have to go back, zoom out. So let's start creating our tangent circle. It might be a little tricky. And there you go, that's what I wanted. I wanted to have this smooth continuity. This one. Now I can trim this redundant stuff. And now I am left with this curve, which I can use as an imprint curve. Even if you are in the custom plane mode, it doesn't mean that you are automatically in the custom plane view, because you can change the view, obviously. So if you bring back the rest, you see that the view is off. Just double click on the custom plane and you are good to go. And now you can start the imprint process. I can simply go to solid mode, select the sheet, press Shift I, and then select the curve which I want to imprint. There you go. That's the part which I wanted to fix. Now I can simply delete this, pressing Shift X. Let's hide the curves for a minute and get rid of the custom plane view. Can even delete this guy, we don't need it any longer. And we can mirror it along the x-axis, merge halves together, okay, and then along the y-axis. So what I wanted to show you with this plane from camera technique is that you can tackle every corner from every angle. One more thing concerning custom planes. Now that we have deleted our construction plane, we can always recreate it if you have a curve which was created in the construction plane mode. In this case, it's this curve which we have used for the imprint. So if you select this guy and say plane from selection, boom, you are in the view of the construction plane which we have deleted a few moments ago. So you can always recreate the construction plane